Okay, we will call the Chalmers Town Council meeting on Tuesday, February 10th at 6:02 p.m. to order. Stand for pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh. Okay, what did I say? 6:02? Okay. Might be a short one tonight. So, new business, personnel policy. There is a copy of the personnel policy and procedures for council, and I think Doug and Rebecca and Jim all have copies. If we can go through that individually and then schedule a meeting so that we can all collaborate on changes and updates and get that taken care of. Is there a possibility we can go ahead and schedule a meeting? I'd like to have this project done by March 1st. So we'll have to do it as a public meeting. Public can come, just won't have any comments. It'll just be like a work session type thing. So, anybody want to throw out any dates?
How about before the next meeting? You know me.
The next meeting is the 24th. Well, I'm afraid that as lengthy as it is, even if we started at 5 or 5:15, 45 minutes isn't going to be enough time to get through it.
Okay, so
I'm thinking
would
at least
say-
an hour to 2 the most.
I would actually say probably should do it before March, because once you hit March, you got,
We're done. Yes.
well, you
That's what I
got
say. I want the deadline before March
spring
1st.
breaks, yes, and all that.
Meaning
crap.
us to review it, make the changes and pass it before March 1st. That's what the
okay.
thing is. So, a week's time to review. Will that be enough for everybody to review it?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So,
Oh, we have a hard copy.
Right now, I'm off like the day.
okay. So the week of the 16th. Is anybody available Tuesday the 17th? There's a men's ball game, basketball game that day. Thursday the 19th.
I'm gonna try and find my calendar. Okay, so what days were you saying? 19?
What about Thursday, the February 19th? Is that good for
Fine with
anybody?
me.
Everybody?
You need to be at, or you just got to want to discuss.
We can hash it out and then
Yeah, that's what we
give
know
you
what you want
changes to retype. Yeah.
That's fine.
So Thursday, Jim and Doug, do you guys want to be present for that to hash it out? Thursday, February 19th. Does that work? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
At what time? 5 o'clock? 5:30? Let's do 5:30 because if Amy is available to come, I don't think she can be here until 5:15. Or we can do 5:15.
Just 2:30.
Let's do 5:30. And plan on, it's definitely gonna be an hour, maybe 2. Depends on how much everybody gets through. And as like I say, it's from 2016 and I don't know what the update was from 2020.
We tried just a few things.
Yeah.
Small things. in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember reading it a while back. Okay, so that meeting will be Thursday, February 19th at 5:30. Again, it will be a public meeting, but it'll be considered a workshop, so council will review all of it, no public comment. Okay. Next item, scoreboard. So I thought the scoreboard had been ordered, the order had been placed, but they are needing money from us before they will place the order. So I spent the day, probably an hour or so on the phone with them today. They are sending me an updated invoice, so I haven't got that as of yet. Renee, I hadn't got that before I came to the meeting. But they need a check for $4,871, and we reference the invoice number 87044 on it, mail it to that PO box number that's on the agenda thing there. The scoreboard is red with black border and amber lights, so it should light up and that'll stay with the Falcon colors. Apparently they have like 18 different colors. You get like 2 shades of purple and orange and all.
Can I,
Yes.
please, when they send it to you, will you send it to me so I can
Yes,
print
I'm
it, so
going
I
to.
can have it?
Yes,
One for those
That's why I was
files and the
hoping-
other for the,
I was
The
hoping
payment
I'd have it
invoice.
before the meeting, but she said she would send it as soon as she got it, and I hadn't got it before I came here. So I'm hoping to get that tomorrow. So yes, I will forward that. But that is the exact amount. 4 to 5 week turnaround time, maybe sooner. Depends on when somebody's headed this way. They're from Georgia. They will call ahead of time to let us know that they are coming. Doug, I gave him your contact information as well. When the truck arrives, we need to have 2 people there to unload it. She said it won't be boxed or crated or anything. It just comes off the truck. It's not real heavy. And she did give specifications on alignment because I told her we're gonna have to put new poles up in concrete. That's why
where are you putting it?
it's that one that was damaged from the storm.
Okay, so you'll
On
have
the-
one working one down there, you're not, okay.
So it's the one on the first field, right? Yeah, the first field. Back by where back by where the old batting
Does it
cages
come with the
was.
controller thing?
It's a wireless remote control.
Okay, because, yeah, they hadn't had one in so long, I said something about that we were
Yeah.
gonna get it, and they're like, oh, we just use Game Changer anymore, so I don't know. It's like an app they use on their phone or something.
Game Changer allows people elsewhere to be able to see what's going on the game.
Oh,
Okay, so, if we can get that check issued and sent out by February 13th, that'll give us within 5 weeks by the time they start
so
Shoot.
Thursday?
Friday. So like I said, if I don't get that invoice tomorrow, I'm calling her tomorrow to remind her.
Okay, so it'll be sent out, they definitely won't get it.
No, she's emailing me the, invoice. I'm hoping, I don't know if they're on different time frame or not, Georgia. So I was hoping we wouldn't have it by today.
I'm just saying, I could get it in the mail,
Yeah,
it just won't get there. As long as it's in the mail, they're okay with it.
February is just, I was hoping we could get a check in the mail to them before February 13th. That's what that deadline is.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So they, okay,
Just
so
so that
they're
they can
not
get a-
expecting it
No,
in February?
No,
Okay, I was like, dang.
no. No, I'm trying to put deadlines on things for us so that we don't let that stuff like fall by the wayside. And 2 years later, we're still, oh yeah, we were gonna do that.
Okay,
So-
I was like, dang, that's a short deadline.
No. Cybersecurity, what did you find out with that?
I printed you
get
guys, okay, first off, I printed you guys, the cybersecurity voucher IT offers, for you guys to go over that. So there's that, CloudStrike software is going on, not CrowdStrike software is going on mine and Linda's computers, because they're the ones that send out the, we got a grant for that, so we're not paying anything for that. And then, the Indiana Office of Technology, the Indiana Office of Technology, has, they're going to host mine and Linda's right now. We're going right away, $14 a month, they're hosting our emails. So, because, we gotta get away from HostGator, that's all there is to it. And they are not allowing in that, let's go on to something else. Like $945 or something we paid to GoDaddy. GoDaddy is refusing to reimburse us for any of that, even though it never got switched over. They said that the deadline, there was a deadline that we would have had to have canceled it by, and we missed that deadline, even though that amount goes till 2029. So like, I think,
Yeah, give me the whatever you guys signed initially when you did that service or whatever you did.
well, what happened, so the problem with that is, it either is on GoDaddy or it might be on, our IT for not transferring over fast enough. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk more
I'll
about
need
that.
more info though. That's-
Yeah, and then, John Parmalee from Epic sent me the short form cybersecurity insurance paperwork. Not sure what the long form looks like, but, to get us a quote.
And so that's where I want to verify. Bowser's quote is to protect us on the front end. Epic is to protect us on the back end, right?
Like
Okay.
If you have a breach.
If we have a
Yes,
breach, then we have the
and we
insurance.
owe
for
money
it.
to
Yeah.
Joe Blow or whatever, yeah.
Can you email that
The
to us
application-
too? No, you got to fill it out so we can get a quote. Never
Yes.
mind, I thought you had a quote.
Yeah, no, as soon as he gives us a quote, I'll email that out
Perfect,
because,
perfect.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So,
That's it.
okay.
I mean, on that.
So apparently there's several municipalities that have been targeted lately. Monticello's looking into it, Reynolds is looking into it, and I can't remember who the other one was. So we definitely want to make sure that we keep up on this so we can be protected all the way around. Okay, 2026 salary ordinance. And there's a copy there for you. The things that we changed, just verbally changed from last time, was the street utility superintendent was changed to public works superintendent. The motor vehicle highway was taken out. So the full-time, part-time, and who else was under motor vehicle? Was it just them?
It was
Full-time,
just,
yeah, full-time, part-time employees. The motor vehicle highway percentages were taken out, and we bumped up the electric to 25%. So that change was made. The other change, code enforcement officer, job effective May 1 to October 31, weather permitting. Code enforcement office hours will be included as part of the 30 hours allotted per week for the town marshal and deputy marshals. Code enforcement officer, why does that say COE?
I was like, that's what I was getting ready to tell you.
Code enforcement
Hold
officer, there we go. Is
It'll
that
be
right?
Part of the 30? That means I'm losing hours?
Well, that's what I had written down. That's why I wanted to clarify that, because
No, it's not part of the 30.
it's not part of, okay,
Alright.
will not.
Wait,
Because you
Extra
still have,
6,000 was added
To
to
the-
us for the code enforcement. Well, it was actually for overtime for summer, but we turned it into a code enforcement officer.
okay. That's what I wanted to clarify.
Mhm.
Because I had written down that it was part of that, but then we're losing,
You're
During
losing
May-
street
during May-
cops for that.
right, because in the beginning, we had a reserve officer in that position, but if we don't have a reserve officer in that position, we'd be losing police hours.
That's why
So-
Kevin wasn't getting paid as a reserve, but he was getting paid as a code per the academy. It was fine. But I don't really want to take cops off the street for
No.
a code enforcement officer.
I don't
That's
either,
crazy.
especially during summer months.
Yeah.
Okay, so job effective May 1 through October 31, weather permitting. The code enforcement officers will not be included as part of 30 hours allotted per week for the town marshal and deputy marshals.
That's why it goes from May to October, because
Mhm.
that's all the hours we could get in that span of month.
Right.
I mean, there's other people asking why it's not full time. Well,
Wintertime, yeah.
it's not full time because we just don't have the money.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
if you give me more money,
yeah,
we can put them on all year round, but I'm not losing my hours for the code enforcement. officer.
Right.
That's crazy.
right. Okay, so then code enforcement officer will be paid up to $6,000 during this time and paid from the general fund. General fund, and it's actual police salaries under the general fund. And then all marshals and code enforcement officer and the code enforcement officer shall be paid from the general fund. I don't know, some of that's kind of redundant, but if there's any way we can reword that.
Well, the issue is we have a new board, then they're gonna start cutting hours.
Yeah,
And are you wanting a grass cop or are you wanting a real cop?
I want to go.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Especially in the summer months, that's when
Right.
everybody's out. I'm off at the school. I do late nights. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And
but
that
you
would-
guys you guys are still doing code enforcement during the winter? Like,
No,
If
police
we're
officers,
not.
Something comes up.
If something, yeah.
No, I'll do that. Yeah.
yeah,
I
that's what I
personally-
mean, yes,
It's
yeah,
not- we're
like
not
the
doing
law,
anything.
yes.
Right.
Because
More
code
like
enforcement
the-
codes are laws,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because like nuisance or those things are going to be enforced all year round. But when you've got like grass and some of the other
Targeting
junk
the
vehicles
cars and the
and
grass
stuff like that,
and
it's
the
gonna be more towards that.
trash and
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
and
October.
the
still want
junk,
to look
that
at-
stuff like that. I mean, that's why we did that. Because I mean, obviously, you're not gonna go shovel the snow around a guy's junk pile to see what's in it.
Right, right.
And you're not really gonna, especially this winter, there would have been no use for the code enforcement officer. Half the grass has been snow for 4 months.
Still want to.
So we can look at rewording that and changing that to the CEO instead of COE. Are you looking at the money wise?
Yeah, we still need to look at that, because for some reason in my mind, and I know sometimes my
Well,
mind-
remember, we actually had 2 part-time deputies. At one point in time, we had 2 part-time deputies,
Yeah,
paid
but I wanna make sure
deputies.
we have it written right, because okay, so what I have that we put in this year's budget for payroll for the police department is 27,000. Does 27,000?
Didn't we add 6?
Well, it was
What was it
21.
last year?
It
Yeah,
was 21 and we raised it to 27.
and that was because we were covering
Code
code office, yeah. So,
I just want to make sure that
Right.
we're at 27.
yes,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we did
yes,
before
yes. Okay,
before we
So-
screwed up this budget. Because that
We
all
can-
comes out of police.
general, police salaries, so we'll look into rewording that paragraph. The retainer thing is updated. Other than that, it should be good to go, so do you want to take over that and the, did you get her a copy?
If you wanna just, I'll look at
Okay.
it, see if I can reword it while I'm sitting here.
I was gonna say, just, it can just be, we can
Yeah.
approve
We
it,
can improve it.
Yeah, it just, the wording needs to be
but
Done.
can I have you do me a favor? Can you fix that wording on that? That way, the signed copy has new wording, and one of the signed copies doesn't, I can just, you get what I'm saying?
So if everybody's in agreement, because we can, if everybody's in agreement with all of that, with the changes that we discussed previously, all I did was go in and update and change it, other than the wording for that
Oh,
code
and we didn't,
enforcement.
did you tell them, we didn't change,
We did not change the utility clerk, we're gonna leave that the same. The only percentages we took away was the MVH, because that affected our workers' comp for insurance, so that saved us a bunch of money on our insurance, so. MVH, the guys, full-time or part-time guys were being paid partially, like 10%, I think it was, from MVH funds. But as long as we don't use that money, the MVH money for salaries, then we can take that off of workers' comp. Workers' comp doesn't, if it doesn't get affected, because they consider it like a state salary, so they assume that they do the things that like the state guys do. So,
and
we
I
didn't know
have,
that originally.
and I have emails from the State Board of Accounts, lawyers and auditors that the way that is not, the way we were paying that, like Rebecca said at the meeting, that they did not finish saying what she said.
Yeah.
That there's nothing wrong with the clerk treasurer being paid. Out of each clerk. I just wanted to, so
So-
everybody knows we have the proof that. we're
And
good.
then, yeah, and then percentages, percentage will stay the same as it is now. It's been like that way for a while, as far as what we take out of electric, all the utilities. With this being a recovery type year, because we don't have any like major projects going on or any major funding coming out, we can look at those percentages next year to see like where we are balance wise, if we need to adjust those any to get more money one place or another in one of the utilities. So if everybody's is okay with the way that, with the changes that are made minus the wording on the code enforcement officer, we can go ahead and pass that.
And we were doing 10 hours a week for the code enforcement from May.
Do you want that put in there? Stated, it probably says that in the ordinance part, but for salary ordinance,
See, I think you did a max of $6,000, and I think
Yeah.
that's why we did that.
We did,
Yeah.
because if you add that up at 10 hours a week from that period, it's like $5,400. It's 5,400 some change.
Right.
But
I
if
just-
they,
yeah.
if we had to use that small other bit in case we had investigation or something,
Right.
And
I
we
just
could
wanted
use that
you to
other
know
bit.
that, yeah, we did
yeah, that's why we
the
put it at
6,000, so we would make sure. Okay.
Okay, so it'll be changed to say code enforcement officer, job effective May 1 to October 31, weather permitting. CEO hours will not be included as part of the 30 hours allotted per week for the town marshal and deputy marshals. The CEO will be paid up to 6,000 during that time. All marshals and code enforcement officer shall be paid from the general fund.
What do
Good
you
with that?
mean weather permitting?
Say
I
like,
missed that.
say like, we get snowfall before October 31. We won't need that code enforcement. So,
So do we need to put something in there that kind of explains that the code enforcement officer is, as that, well, did we put that part of the year, didn't we? That part of the year and then in the other part of the year, like they handle it? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, no, we don't.
no,
Because of
that would
the
be in the ordinance.
Yeah,
Not in
there's-
the, this is just
Okay.
affecting salary and how we pay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
So
salary,
that's-
not,
okay.
not what their duties are or what they're.
Right.
Okay, because the
It's just
weather
their salary,
permitting
how the
is-
salary's being paid. So,
So this is just basically letting, if anybody looks at our salary ordinance, we're only paying that specific position
this amount.
for that amount for this term. So if it comes up in an audit, they'll be like, well, you had a code enforcement officer in July, what happened to that? So
Okay.
that would explain that.
Okay,
Okay, so if everybody is okay with that wording, we could go ahead and adopt this tonight, and then I can retype that. That is on the signature page, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
don't
did have a
retype it.
question.
Yeah,
You don't have to retype it, you can,
okay,
and I
as long
think I
as
asked,
we initial it.
yeah.
I think I asked this last year too, and I'm gonna ask it again this year, but I think I did ask it last year because I got it. Prorated for time served.
Prorated
Under
for time
council.
served means if
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Christopher's position, like he only served for 3 months.
Oh,
out of
it's
the
the
year.
president and then.
It's the
yes.
president, so
Okay,
if a council member or the council president for some reason leaves prior to their 4-year term, then it would be prorated for time served.
okay.
So during that year, if they only served 4 months, then they don't get paid for 4 months. And then the other one would pick up the remaining 8
Okay.
months.
So there's still nothing in there about attending meetings.
Can't have a requirement for council members in attending meetings,
Uh-uh.
hang up for a meeting,
But Brookston still does.
no, they don't.
Is the attorney-
It says if they miss so many, then that they get time to pay deducted.
Okay, none of them ever mentioned that, I've never seen it in their things, that's not legal to do, so.
Okay,
Okay. So this would be listed as ordinance number 2026-03. I'll make a
oh, I
motion-
thought I wrote it on your agenda, not on your ordinance. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. I'll make a motion to pass the salary ordinance 2026-03 with the changes noted on the second page. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. So you need this one signed and then make,
Yeah, and then these other two that I have here, I'll just send copies to everybody, the signed copy, okay?
yes.
Because I made extra copies thinking, I didn't think we had any.
Okay. Let's sign those. Okay. we are actually two departments. Rebecca.
He is working on the CCR and the, water audit and wellhead. You know about the wellhead?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think at the last meeting I did mention that I had an email that came up that we could possibly look for a grant for, repairs and things at the Legion. Finally found it. It's EECBG. And Ken is going to look into that for us because it does specifically mention, maybe I'll find it again. It does specifically mention restoration possibilities to, or building upgrades. So I'm looking to see if we could possibly do that for, the Legion, if we can look at the roof, doing that. If we can get grant money for it, see what kind of money we would have to come up if it's a matching type grant. So paint and inside, replacing the ceiling tiles inside, paint walls, ceiling, or walls and floor. What else?
What about the wall?
That too. Moving in and dealing with that. I was thinking there was something else.
No, can we
Oh.
put the, town hall in there for, I tried to change the batteries in the thing up front and pull the paneling off the wall.
It was blue.
The glue was coming
Glue.
close. It's so old that the glue's
Blue's
coming
all
close.
over
Like
the
there's
wheel.
a piece over there that's falling off the wall, like it's,
It's okay, Renee.
But my thought is if we could spruce that up some, because we have a lot of people that are actually looking into and calling about renting it. But I thought if we could at least get that spruced up a little bit on the interior, even the coat paint or whatever, we could get a little bit more money out of it. And I think we get a lot more, renters. Yes.
Might check into the restroom, see if you can get them ADA compatible.
Yeah.
If
I know
you
that
get
hallway
grant
going back
is-
to the men's, we have to do something with that. Just there's stuff falling on the floor, on the baseboard, coming off. So.
Does grant say how much is
I don't
available?
know. Ken is looking into that. I thought it was up to 150. I think.
one thing is that is a federal grant,
Yes,
meaning everything you use has to be.
it has to
made in
be
the USA.
this. Yes, and it has to be very specific. I think we looked into that before for something else. And I think it might have been the water.
It was the water
Yeah, it was a
project.
water project. So they are very, very specific, and probably even more now with the new.
You probably have to
legislature.
upgrade those restrooms anyway, then
Mhm.
it's federal.
I personal opinion, just gonna say it, I'm also a resident here. I just feel like, dang, we have a lot of things that need fixed that are way, not discounting community building being a good thing, but we have a lot of things that need fixed.
Like we'll just have to go down the
Like a
list
street?
and do. Yeah.
Walnut Street that we promised 2 or 3 years ago, we
Yeah.
fixed and it's still sitting there.
Yeah, that's community crossing grant but we can't apply for that until July.
But you could also use that grant for that. It covers that too. So
Yeah,
I guess.
so that's why I want him to look into that to see what our options are.
Yeah.
Because that was just one thing I had seen in.
Okay.
Okay, Doug,
We don't have a whole lot from last week to this week, but, wastewater plant, we have a big mess down there. We gotta clean up, but,
the waste, would you say water?
wastewater plant in the digester part, it had 12 inches of ice on top of the goop. And when it started thawing, then the bubblers started working again. Well, all that pressure come out one side, so it blowed out a bunch where it shouldn't be. So we got a lot of cleanup to do in the next couple of days. And, what we do, what you trying to, I can't remember.
We really need to address things like this. Like
Oh,
he got
yeah.
it sprayed all over him and had to go back and we don't have a shower. I mean, he would have change anyway, but, and we don't have any like the Tyvek type things that you put on that are
PPE.
waterproof and the face protector.
Yes,
like,
we do need PPE at all of our facilities.
and
We talked about that before. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
definitely-
And we were, in talking about that, we realized in the personnel policies and procedures, which we're going to go over later, I know, is OSHA training. Like, those are big yuckies.
You just gotta have the personal protection gear down there available.
Yeah.
I mean,
So we
Yeah.
the
definitely
way
need to
it
look
happens
into.
wouldn't help, but.
Now, personal protection equipment, will that come out of each utility to get that, or how is that covered?
If it's specific to wastewater treatment plant, like if I buy it out of wastewater treatment plant, that's where you use that.
That's the only place to stay.
Yes, right. But if you, and a shower down there would be totally wastewater. But if you, but like, there's also other places where you should have that type of stuff on or available. So,
We got chemicals and stuff too.
yes, so can you need to get all those MSDSs? I think. But anyway, that he needs in other places, so if there was, they use at the garage, they could come out of all of that, but if there weren't, just for the wastewater treatment plant, have to be used at the wastewater treatment plant, water plant has to be used with water. You know what I mean, if they specifically cover that.
Can you look into requirements for that for both places and see what we need?
The shower is,
Shower. We need somewhere down there, and I can't bring all outside this time.
Is the restroom that's down there big enough to put a shower in? I can't remember.
It has a drain over. It's not big enough to put a whole shower in, so you can put a shower in it.
Yeah.
Drain over, drain this whole. I like it, though. We just need to wash it all,
Right.
so, yes, you can do that in there.
I mean, there's so many diseases.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The longer it's on, the worse. Yeah. So, yeah, check into that and what it would be to like install a shower.
Okay.
And.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
not,
need to
won't be tough because the water lines are right behind that wall.
Mhm.
So you just run, drill a hole through, put a pipe through, shower head, faucet.
Yeah.
Okay, other than that, the, Legion is close to being done. We had two rentals in there this weekend. They enjoyed it. I just think if it's paying a little bit, it'll be a little bit more money. We can get a little bit more money out of the 50
Mhm.
bucks.
Yeah.
But, everything's done up in there except for ceiling tiles. We've been pricing those, you know, they're pretty
That's
salty. Electric Moore has not completed their job yet. And
Why?
I don't know, they haven't been back. I called him twice.
We probably should contact them for a deadline on that because
So,
we're holding up.
yes.
We got the majority of it done. Got
Yeah,
smoke
the
and
panel,
roasted.
the panel in the kitchen, the main breaker box not done. The, electric on the far south wall is not done. The new hot water heater's in, hooked up and going. They did do, hook up the power to that. We got it going. The furnace breaker box in the furnace room, they did put the breaker back in that, put the face on that. Put new light bulbs in, the lights.
So what do they have left to do?
Personally, I don't see $6,000 worth of work, but.
The new panel box needs to go in. And the electric along
Electric
the
on
south wall.
in the kitchen.
I thought you just said they had the new breaker box in. Oh,
No,
so we
they
need.
do not
They haven't
have
done
it.
it yet.
The water heater's in.
They did put in,
And
they did
hooked
put in 2 GFI plugs on the far wall and the, what did you call it? The dance hall, I guess you
Yeah.
call it. They did do that and added 2 4 plug-ins on the north wall in the kitchen. So they still got a little bit to do. And I don't know where
So
they've been, but
we do have a rental coming up on the
22nd.
22nd and the 28th. So if we can get them to get in there and get that done. before
yeah,
that.
I'll call him tomorrow again.
Okay.
So they didn't do the breaker
The
box.
breaker
You said
box.
something along here? What were you?
Oh, the south wall, the electric along the south wall. They're putting electric outlets there. Well, softball.
And I have a meeting Thursday at 10 a.m. with, coursing about the Ansel system in the kitchen. To look at it and see if we can upgrade it or if it just needs checked out and redated, you know, because the last time it was fixed or last time it was inspected was 2017. So they're coming. And AAA Fire is supposed to be sending Renee a estimate for the same thing. I think the last time they gave us an estimate was a lot of money.
And which
So
one?
one
looked
fire
at-
extinguisher was like $800, remember?
Yeah.
Good AAA.
That's who it was, AAA.
Oh, they're really-
Yeah.
They're just, they are just
It's a
outrageous. I mean,
extinguisher.
I've got 4 of them in my garage if you wanna have them.
We have them. You just gotta make sure they're,
I know they're all
Up to
good,
date.
they're up to
Charged.
date, but I would give them to you, it's for my race team, and I don't have a race team anymore, so I really don't need all them extinguishers.
well, I mean, if he,
Just see what it costs to charge them.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
all
I
you
mean,
do.
it's good to tell me estimate-wise and we'll go from there.
Okay.
But everything's melting good. Knock on wood, we haven't had any damages to the streets. I'm not gonna say the word.
Yeah. Don't, yeah, don't think it, don't say it.
Yeah, right.
watch your filthy mouth.
Um,
Tools.
Tools going to, we got, all of them are going to go tomorrow. The toolbox, the floor jacks, jack stands.
Will you remind me in the morning?
Get that stuff and then we're close. I mean, we got, I don't know, I got my list down there. I didn't bring it with me, but all I got marked off, but we're getting close to have everything there done too.
Cool.
I think that's about all I got. Oh, the tree trimmers were in town. They trimmed up some trees. They did not do some certain things they were supposed to do, so I'm gonna make a phone call tomorrow to Travis, RMC, and he will send them back.
So I noticed on Main Street, the green circle with the dot, what were those for?
That was Sunday. There was a guy here that was doing a 3D imaging of the crash
Oh, okay,
for lawyers.
gotcha.
There was a
Pretty
crash?
neat. Yeah, it's pretty neat. That big drone and
The fatalities.
the train wreck that hit the car.
Oh, I was like, oh my God, there
I
was
was like, where
another.
were you, where you been?
It's an accident reconstruction.
Yeah,
Yes, okay.
okay. I just happened to see those and I thought, that's interesting.
Yeah. I was talking to him while I was waiting on the Legion to get done.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Doug-
all I have for now.
Did they trim the trees around here?
Yeah, not here, no.
Okay,
That's
that's
what
one
I'm
of
saying.
them
They
coming
didn't
back.
do this. They didn't
Okay.
do another alley on the west side. There's a dead tree by the generator on the west side they're supposed to take down. And they didn't do that either because the guy came in here, you said, and was complaining about leaving him alone or his trees.
Yeah.
I don't know the guy's name, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So,
our
there's a few
ordinance says we
things.
have to give 60 days notice. Even on trees that are owned by the town, if they're, or something. I don't know, it reads weird, but anyway, that's his personal tree. His tree.
Personal property.
Even though
or
it's
is that on
across
town
the road
property?
from the
It's-
house.
it's
it
actually
ain't
his
on his property.
But he owns, there's
The
something
field?
weird about that section of
remembers.
property though.
She remembers, it's when we put the,
Tree cut it.
If it's a hazard, it should be coming down.
it's actually his property and we put the generator on there. Do you remember this
It's
argument?
been a while back.
Yes. Okay, same
There's
property,
a tree
but
right
it's a
next to the
tree.
generator that's
So,
dead. Keeps
Did we
falling
have a
down.
lease agreement with the property owner on that? How does that work? Because it's technically his property, but the town has, because it's in the easement, right?
You know, off the top of my head, I don't
Yeah.
know exactly how-
I know
We
that's always
resolved it.
been
We were,
an issue.
I know I thought we resolved the legalities that there was, that he was claiming that weren't correct. And so that it wasn't a problem, but yeah,
Anything else?
No. I'm just
Renee?
gonna make him come back
Okay,
and do
all I
something.
have,
Oh, sorry.
You're right.
go ahead.
I just said I'm gonna call him and make him come back. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. How many, do you know how many approximately hours they had?
Yeah, they're supposed to give us 40. I'm gonna say they gave us 30.
Yeah.
But I kinda try to keep an eye on them, and then I know one day they left at 10:30 and then come back at 4:30 and left at 5. So, you know, you gotta watch them.
Good job on that. Yeah.
I did the fund report, copied the fund report with investments and gave it to you guys. It is through, it says through February 28th, but of course, you know, that's impossible. It's through today. And then the claims I printed for you guys to review. I'll just say real quick, so you guys don't have to read through them. There was, some of them were for meter deposits that were returned to people moving. That's been a big thing here lately. And then, of course, our water operator, wastewater operator are on there. Insurance, as you can see, there's 2 things on there for Epic Insurance, plus we still have the workman's comp. And then, that other one's travel expenses, for the deputy clerk to go back and forth to the bank. And then there's wages. Peerless Midwest was annual testing and servicing. There's more electric meter deposits, and then we had salt and sand. So basically, that's all of them. I don't think there's anything that's even questionable on
Questions?
them. I mean, I'm not forcing you guys to not ask questions, but there's just really not much on there.
I'll make a motion to accept the 2/10/26 bank claims for $61,808.19. Have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Okay, and then, I'm looking at, real quick, I'm trying, guys, trying. There's, I also printed the Baker Tilly, thing. I would have liked to have had it voted on today, but I told her, because I used her some, and especially now that we had the cyber stuff, there's a lot that has to be, that, to be honest, like, there's no way I could catch it up and be, you know what I mean?
So we can.
So she's helping with the AFR, but we do need to get, yes, so she is billing us. She is going to send me a bill for January, and we already got a bill for February, but if we
Okay, look at this.
work,
If everybody review it.
if we agree to
then
this, there's no bill,
Yeah.
separate bill, it'd be,
Review it and then we can pass it at the
Yes.
next 2/24 meeting.
yes.
Okay.
Cause I told her, you know, it's kinda hard to, right now to. Anyway, okay, and the incident with, the Indiana Office of Technology, was resolved. They, but we are getting those 2 IoT emails. Doug's, somehow Doug's card got charged by, Amazon, and he's disputing that. But don't get your hopes up, because last time we disputed, they would not let us because of being a municipality, because multiple people. I know, I'm just saying, don't get your hands, because you remember the $5 one that we had to pay because they would not reverse it, the bank would not reverse it.
What was that, $14?
That $14.99 for said membership. And I had just paid our annual membership in May, and mine got, like, the annual membership comes off of my card, and somehow they got his card in at $14.99. So anyway, so he disputed it. We got new cards. And then I have the, Mike Hill's waiting on us to get the winter storm burn for FEMA, that stuff. So we got the row truck equipment billed today for repairs, and that was $482.14. So the only thing we're waiting on is employee pay. We're gonna have to get.
Oh,
together.
yeah.
We definitely gotta get together and get that.
And that was for the plow, right?
This was for the plow.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, was there something else?
No,
Oh, okay,
the
Yeah.
plow and the plow, it was all plow.
okay. All repairs because of that, yes. Okay, so that's it. That's it for me.
Jim,
I really don't have anything.
and fire department's not here. David.
Park meeting a week from tonight, 5:30 at the Splash Pass Pavilion. That's all I have.
Did the picnic tables and benches come unassembled again?
When is it? Thursday?
Crates.
Park Thursday? Next
Tuesday, 17th,
What time is that?
What time?
5:30.
Good.
Cheated.
Good to note.
And there's some hot air that blows around, but
Well, it's supposed to be warm next week, so who knows? Hey, anybody have anything else? All right, I move to adjourn the meeting. I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 6:48. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 6:48. Thank you.
All right, you don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here.
Purdue starts in 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully you shut that